everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be making an angel version of Alastor, and you already know that, but sorry this kind of took so long. I know there was like a weird in-between video, and then this was originally supposed to be out on Monday, but it's being posted today. I've been working really hard on some cosplays that I originally had planned for last year, but because of the horrible thing outside, I wasn't able to go to any of those, and technically last year was supposed to be my last year for cosplaying, and so now that things are kind of open, I figured I would finish these costumes and finally wear them. Hopefully they still fit. But anyway, that's all for that's been my whole week/weekend. Minus picking up my friend from school, so other than that, I've just been stressing over sewing and trying not to burn my hands. But anyway, on to Alastor's design. So as most of you have probably figured it out, Alastor is my favorite character. He's the one I know the most about, and he's the one that I like to put a lot of attention and detail to. So for Angelic Alastor, I really went really out there with him. So for color wise, because you're going to see me struggle back and forth with color, I know the top 3 colors for Alastor's hell design is red and kind of his teeth are yellow, so that's like his other color, and then his brownish reddish color. So I had to do kind of the opposite of those colors. I wanted to keep the red, but for Heaven I've noticed that a lot of their colors are very pastel, so we had to make the red pastel. And I wanted to keep the yellow because, you know, I love gold and it seems to balance out a little bit of the pinks. So I needed like a baby, not eggshell. My mom can give me a better color definition for the yellow that I chose. And then of course, white. I didn't want to give him too much white because then I feel it would be like way too on the nose that he's angelic in a way. I didn't want his outfit to mimic Charlie's too much with white, so he got more of an accent color of white. And then again, I noticed that the angels' designs don't have a black outline, they have a kind of purplish outline. So Alastor's black tie is now a very dark purple color. But anyway, as for design wise, I mismatched a lot of designs. I've mixed a priest design, but with more Pope accents, I guess you could call it, and a more male Lolita type of top coat, because he's wearing a shawl and then a coat and a bunch of other stuff. The gold stripes I thought were a fun nod to the fact that Alastor has neon red colored stripes, so I figured gold stripes would work better, give it a more angelic look. And for those of you who may or may not know, Alastor's tie is the shape of an upside down cross, so I went with that motif like crazy. So his tie is in the shape of a cross, he has 2 crosses on the inside of his coat, and then the belt/tassel things are also crosses as well. Originally I was going to give Alastor wings, but I wasn't really sure if it matched the overall design, and yeah, I'm so happy I didn't do that because looking back at it, I just knew it was not going to work. It was not a design it's just not him, honestly. Plus, I didn't give Vaggie angelic wings either, so I'm just going to try and stick with the motif that angelic humans probably don't have wings. I feel like that's more of a native angelic being. For this AU, I'm probably just going to make sure that all of them don't have wings, just to keep with the whole theme. But anyway, I'm just gonna let you all know right now, I struggled with color for this real hard. It's really weird to recolor a character that is solid red and has barely any accent colors other than red. His accent colors are just a brighter red, and then his hair color, and you could count the brown as another accent color, but it's only on 3 parts of his outfit, so it's kind of an accent color, I guess. For the antlers, I made them a little bit longer and added cherry blossoms to them to give him a more naturey feel. Honestly, he still looks kind of creepy in his angelic form, and I'm not upset with that because I imagine that human Alastor, in order to get into heaven, would have been more of he wouldn't have been into voodoo, he would have been heavily into heaven and all of that stuff, and he'd basically be one of those guys on the side of the street shouting Bible verses and all that kind of stuff, but in a more charismatic kind of way that would get people into, agreeing with him or believing him. So very like showman-y as well. I'm trying to think of a person that there's so many like people like that and I can't ever think of their names, but more on the lines of like Mormon friendly. And then, because I already know some of y'all are going to probably ask about the skin tone that I chose, me and a good friend of mine have theorized of what human Alastor would look like. And Alastor was, alive in the 1920s in Louisiana. And so it would just kind of make sense for him to be either African American or mixed. And I've always really liked the idea of him being mixed because I'm also mixed. So having mixed characters always feels good. It's very inclusive. And so that's what we've come up with whenever we talk about Alastor and stuff like that. Obviously, we don't know anything, so this isn't 100% canon. So don't take this completely out of context or anything. This is just, me and my friend, how we feel that he would look. Other than that, oh, the thing is, too, I thought I hit record when I was drawing Alastor's, microphone, and going back and editing, and then once I realized I was done and I saw that I didn't hit record, I now feel really bad because, not that it was super interesting watching me draw his microphone or anything, it was my bad, guys, it was my bad. But I think it's cute, other than, I think I want to change it a little bit more, but I don't really want to go back and change it. I want to change it, but I don't want to. Another thing about this AU, I want them to, this is as close as human looking as they're going to get, because I am going to be keeping, the bits and pieces of their lives still incorporated into their designs, such as Angel Dust, who will still have, the multiple arms, because as Viv said, they weaved a web of crime, so spider theme right there. So when I do the HAZBIN Hotel human designs, you're going to see that I'm going to be sticking to some of the Angelic style stuff. So don't be surprised by that. But anyway, other than that, this was a really fun one for me because I really wanted to go super far with Alastor's design. And I can't tell you how much I held back on this one because I really wanted him to look more like a priest, but I figured he would still be very showmanship-like and, would love to just talk and spread the word of God. Just one of those types of guys. And it was funny, too, because I was talking to my friend about this AU and what Alastor's job would be in heaven, considering the fact that, in hell, he's the most powerful overlord, so to speak, in hell. So in heaven, he would be considered high ranking. He would not have power, but he would have a more higher status in heaven. And I imagine that his job would mostly just be welcome committee, so to speak. He would have a high title, but he really wouldn't have higher up job. It's kind of like when you have a kind of crap job, but you have a really fancy title. That's kind of what Alastor is going through right now in heaven. But anyway, I hope you really liked the design. I had a lot of fun, and I really can't wait for you all to see Angelic Angel Dust. I think it's going to be the best one because I put a lot into that, and I'm super excited to finally show you guys what he looks like. So I will see you guys in the next one, and I hope everyone has a really good day. Bye!